Hi, I'm Rob, and in this video I'm going to show the team I've adjusted for the journey when it starts to get just that little bit harder. It's important to change the team around when things get tough, because the Black Manacles team I showed yesterday is good and it can still work if you get a really early devour with Black Manacles, because your stats are going to be boosted and that can still be a benefit. But if you don't get an early devour, it's still going to be pretty slow because you have to cast each troop several times. Now, with this team, I've only changed a couple of troops, but it makes a massive difference. We still need Deathclaw because we still want that Pathfinder third trait to get the extra miles. And Vanya is still important in this as well. That bless a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches is super important. And it's really important now to have a summon as well. We're at the stage in the game now where the enemy hits really hard. We can lose a troop here and there. So to have a summon is absolutely vital. But what I've done is changed two troops. Trickster's Shot has replaced Black Manacles. This eliminates all armor from an enemy and deals damage to them. Gains 2 magic boosted by the armor eliminated. The cool thing about this is the amount of armor we're ripping from them now is so high, it boosts our damage really quickly. So this damage then goes back on them and we start being able to kill them off with like a second hit basically, because of the benefit of the damage boost. Flesh Horror does a very similar thing, eliminates all armor from an enemy and deals damage to them and all enemies below them. We don't generally cast this troop though unless it's kind of necessary, because it's much better to cast Trickster's Shot first to get the extra damage from the armor ripping. That's mainly in first place to protect Trickster's Shot, because we don't want a couple of basically unlucky skull hits wiping out our hero, which is the main damage dealer. The other thing that's really nice about Trickster's Shot is its last trait, which is enchanting. Absolutely fantastic. As soon as you cast this, it's going to be enchanted and ready to cast again in no time at all. Which brings us round to the weapon banner. The banner for this, we're going to use a +2 green, +1 purple, -1 red. That is really important to have that banner, because in the class, we've been an Archmage's class where we get +2 purple mana. But in the talent trees, one of the main things we're going to be using is a mana source, which is start battles with 50% mana. That is really relevant, because basically when we get that banner now, if we get green, we get a mana surge, we're guaranteed to be fully charged absolutely right away. And even a single, just plain old 3-match green with the enchantment at the beginning and that banner means we're pretty much ready to go really quickly at the same time. So I'll just show this team in action now. What's really important as well is you cast Trickster's Shot on the right enemy. Basically, a lot of people would always cast on one of the ones at the top, but with Trickster's Shot, that's a mistake. You want to always cast it on someone lower down, maybe 3rd or 4th. And the reason is you're going to get skull damage on the first 2 troops, on the first troop obviously straight away, and if that dies, the second troop, which when you cast Trickster's Shot is going to reduce the amount of benefit you get from that. So you want to cast it on the troops that have full armor, which is the ones always near the bottom obviously. So really important to bear that in mind at the same time as well. If you can get green at the start, grab green at the start, because we want our Trickster's Shot charged up before matey boy there, the Flesh Horror. But if not, then we obviously have to get purple. Now that's up, we'll cast that on the troop with the highest amount of armor near the bottom. Now we've gone up to damage now to 121 damage. So that is really cool. But even though Flesh Horror's up now, we're not going to cast that. We're going to continue to collect mana for our Trickster's Shot, because it's enchanted. It's going to be ready to cast absolutely right away. We've been jumbled around a little bit, but we'll cast that on that troop now. There, we're now doing 187 damage. So now we can pretty much cast our Flesh Horror. Take away that armor. Because with a single cast from this, that'll be enough now to kill 3 of the troops. And whoever gets there first, basically, on Flesh Horror or the Trickster's Shot will have a pop at the old Raven there. Right, don't actually cast these unless there's nothing else to do with the team, basically. Still better off getting green. Still better off getting purple if we can. But I will cast this one because it's going to wipe out one of the enemy. That's going to be ready to go next round now. We can cast this on the only troop that hasn't yet had their armor stolen. We're now doing 229 damage on its own. We're not worried about the armor ripping element anymore. Because the damage alone is enough to kill them. And that's see you later to you. Grab some green. Grab some purple if we can. If not, anything else. And that is the end of them. These games are not going to be quick anymore like the early ones. This is kind of obvious. The enemy has a lot more health, a lot more armor than they did before. Silent Sentinel. This is one kind of twist to the rule where you might change things on the armor ripping. You might want to get rid of that early because it has reduced damage from scars by 50% and spell armor reduced damage from spells by 25%. But that's what's, again, really cool about Trickster's Shot. It doesn't care about that. It eliminates armor at the end. I don't care what you've got. It's going to eliminate the armor. Do you have to be wary now because giving skull hits to the opposition, which I would do if I got that green one, is going to hit hard. 110. They do damage now and they've got that charged as well. So I'd rather take that green over there. Right, I am going to hit Silent Sentinel with this because it's a pain. And we'll take that skull hit because I don't want to receive 109 damage myself, even though I got hit with it anyway. I now hit Trickster's Shot on the next highest armoured enemy. Get 4 matches because of Vanya's bless a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches. What's the damage now? We're already on 198, so that's pretty cool. We're now going to hit them, but on the lowest enemy. So I want to steal that 193 from Soothsayer there. Oh, we're getting purple or green this time around. Right. Looks like that may give him a skull hit, but I'll have to roll with that. So I wanted this up. Didn't charge my Trickster's Shot. Let's do it this time. Not too worried about losing the first troop because we have Vanya there as a summon. That's one of the reasons why she's there. Let's cast our Deathclaw. Get rid of them because they're about to cast. Now let's get rid of him because we're doing 270 now damage regardless of any armor ripping properties. Still not going to cast Vanya. There's literally no point. It doesn't do enough damage. It's there for the summon now mainly. Yeah, no. May as well cast this thing. Get some bonus damage. Actually, I shouldn't have even done that because that was mana blocking the other one. See, now we can cast. We can either take this skull hit or cast Vanya. We'll cast Vanya, let him have the skull hit, not worried about that. That's what the troop is there for. Right, let's get rid of her. I should have taken that 4-match yellow really. But I was already pre-programmed in my brain what I was going to do, and then autopilot responses took over. Seems to happen with me quite a lot. Ready to go next round, and that gets rid of them. So it's not blindingly fast, but it's not going to be at this stage. Some of these are going to be absolute mega battles, but they are really enjoyable. And let's do one more. This one is for 35 miles, which will become more. And we get extra gold here because of the gold element there. Bunny Nog. One other thing you should actually be really wary of as well now, because the enemy does significant damage, is certain little things like, for example, if you're fighting Faye, then if the Mirror Queen was there, she'll be doing reflect and things like that, and then a load of that damage comes back on you, and you can inadvertently just kill yourself without actually meaning to, which is not a good thing. Do not want to kill yourself. And I cast Flesh Hole then, and I shouldn't have done. I should have saved it for my Trickster shot, but it's okay. We've still got life to steal. Enemy. I think I will actually steal it from the first troop this time, just because they're annoying and because they had the most armor. That's what we're doing now. We're doing 195. Yeah, still enough. That's fine. So let's generate a little bit of mana. Get Trickster shot up again. Steal the armor from the... not steal. Rip the armor from the bunny. The armored bunny. Interesting. Now we'll get Trickster shot up again, because now we're doing 252 damage regardless of any armor ripping. And that is enough. So you would have to play carefully sometimes with this team. I'll just do one last one on this one here. And this is where I'm glad this one came up actually, because it's really handy. When you got really powerful troops which are really annoying normally, like Stonehammer with reduced damage from skulls by 80%. Trickster shot doesn't care about that. It just eliminates that armor and does that damage regardless. So it's really, really good for getting rid of these dwarven type teams as well, where armor is one of their key things. But I will take stuff like this now, because we don't want to be receiving 116 damage. That's a lot. But these 4 matches are really handy. The team getting blessed because of Vanya's third straight. But they are enraged, so they're going to get one hit or the other here, so not a lot I can do about that. So in that case I will hit Stonehammer with that and just steal all that absolutely straight away. I'm not going to cast my Flesh Ripper yet. Oh, they got bonus skull hit from that. Nothing I could do about that. Let's cast this again on their bottom troop. They're now hitting with 202 damage when we get to cast this. Because they're near death, I'm going to make Hail of Sunshines and take away the armor from them. He died a hero. Use Vanya to get the summon back. This is going to be the way it's going to go basically when you get to this stage. Missed a 4 match there, could have got this one. Luckily it didn't get adjusted. So that's doing 206 damage now. So we can choose who we take out. We'll take out the first troop. We enchanted. We're already charged on Trickster shot again. When I take out Stonehammer because he's annoying. I should have checked that actually for a summon and things like that, because that would have been silly if I'd left them behind and they had a summon or something. But yeah, powerful team like that is still pretty straightforward with this team. Just remember to protect your Trickster's shot by keeping on summoning with Vanya should you lose the first troop. Well, there's a team. I hope it carries you through this journey as far as you can go. Really enjoyable. I'm going to do a bit more of this later. But there's a video. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed it or found anything useful. And catch you again next time. Bye for now.